I'd like to call the meeting to order. Thank you. This is the Legislative Committee. It's June 18th. It's 7:15 p.m. I'll start with the roll. Mr. Massey?
Present.
Mr. Green?
Here.
Mr. Tobin?
Here.
Ms. Ray?
Here.
And myself. All five are present. We have two items on the agenda. One, these are kind of review, relatively simple, moderately perfunctory. Chief, are you ready to start about electric scooter legislation? Thank you.
How are you, Chief? Good evening. So this is just a minor amendment to a current city code, our bicycle code, about in regards to not driving bicycles on the sidewalk. We'd like to add the scooters. I'm sure many of you have seen we are dealing with an influx of scooters everywhere. This is not something we're looking to go after our children about. We'd like to educate them, but more so the adults that are using them to get around and zip around on the sidewalks. Just today I had someone approach me while I was walking through downtown asking me what we're doing about the bikes and scooters. So it's definitely something that's taking notice. So it's just a minor change. The other thing, the other minor change in this is we want to remove like the sections pertaining to parks to allow the kids to utilize the parks for riding the bikes and scooters.
Okay, I'll go around the table. Mr. Kleiner, any questions on this? Mr. Green?
My only question was on the parks thing, because I saw it removed and I wasn't sure at first, but you explained it. That's perfect. Thank you.
Mr. Witt?
Actually, I did have one quick one. I was just looking at this, the paperwork that we got, and it says that it's tricycles for the sidewalk, not motorized. There's like a motorized one, but also like tricycles. I mean,
that was an existing law. We added just the scooters.
So that's not, tricycles is not going to be in anymore?
No, it will stay.
I mean, is this so?
So let me just go to.
Okay.
So I see what you're looking at. What I mentioned, the only thing we're adding is the scooter. Everything else has been there.
What I'm saying is, can we as a, maybe it's as the group, consider like taking that out? Because it's, I know we're tightening things up, kind of letter in the law to give us the strength to do it. But like I envision a mother going down Grand Avenue, having to have her kid be in the street with the tricycle, or.
That's not our intention. As I mentioned, with the bikes and the scooters, we're not looking at the children. So a tricycle, I understand what you mean now, that you perceive the tricycle as being a toddler, an infant on that. We perceive the tricycle as being an adult driving around a three-wheeled bicycle.
Thank you. Thank you for the clarification. That's what I had. Thank you.
Mr. Massey?
I'm for it.
President Rodriguez?
I'm okay.
Mr. Tobin?
I'm for it. I just have a question. Some of them go really fast. Is there a requirement for helmets or?
Yes, so there's different categories of these e-bikes. I assume that's what you're talking about. The e-bikes, e-scooters. So some of them actually fall into the vehicle and traffic law, depending on the speed, their size. Some of them require licensing, insurance, and stuff like that. We could deal with all of those through our current laws. It's the ones that fall outside of that we don't have a mechanism of addressing. It's why we're making this change to the city code.
Thank you.
Mr. Jean-Francois?
Yes, I'm all for it. I know it's a big issue in New York City. They're having a lot of issues with scooters, so I could see we gotta get a head start on that now before it gets out of hand.
That's good.
Yeah.
Ms. Ray?
I'm good. Time change, we just gotta keep up.
All righty, as far as the committee members, everybody in favor of moving this on to the committee at large? Any opposed or abstain? Motion carries. Thank you. One other item on this agenda. Mr. Mayor, would you like to address the issue of efficiency apartments?
Yeah, it's pretty simple. In no code do we allow efficiency departments, in no zone, but it's still on the bulk table going back for many, many years. So many applicants are interpreting the fact that it's in the bulk table, so they then say, well, we can then inject that into any zoning code that we would like. So Alex's recommendation is we remove it from the bulk table, amend the bulk table to reflect only what's allowed: 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, 3 bedroom, etc. So pretty simple, just a correction, a modification, really not a correction. And so it's being recommended by Corporation Council.
I'll go around the table. Ms. Ray?
Always good to go to a home.
Mr. Jean-Francois? Mr. Tobin?
No question.
President Rodriguez? Mr. Massey?
Good.
Mr. Witt?
I'm fine.
Mr. Green?
Good with it.
Mr. Kleiner?
One question, did we used to allow efficiencies?
Yeah, many, many years ago, but I'm assuming that you guys voted on removing it from the certain codes. For example, the DMU code, only allows 1 and 2 bedrooms, does not allow efficiencies or studios or rooming houses. At the time, and I think it's been since you've been here, because it's probably within the last 20 years, that there was the feeling that there was too many boarding houses downtown. But I don't know if there's anyone on the board that wants to bring boarding houses back into residential zones. If you do, then you need to modify the code. But as the code is written now, they are prohibited in the code.
Okay, thank you.
Okay?
Members of the committee, all in favor to move it along, say aye.
Aye.
Oppose or abstain, motion carries. Thank you. Mr. Clerk, I assume we need public hearings on either or both of these, or not necessary?
Nothing. It is not a zoning issue
So they could be action items at the next meeting?
this evening.
This evening, very good. Motion to adjourn, Mr. Massey, Mr. Green, all in favor? Aye. Oppose or abstain, motion carries. We're adjourned. Thank you.
Thank you.